Hey everybody, come on in, like and share the video. Hey everybody, what's up? What's up? What's up? Your girl is up here prepping her Sunday dinner. Gonna cook a little bit of collard greens tomorrow for dinner. And I'm just up here chopping up some onions right now, which are really burning my eyes. And got some peppers and some garlic around here somewhere. Oh, a little garlic around here. But yeah, what's going on, everybody? What's going on with your fam, friends, followers, supporters? You name it. You name it. Hey. How's everybody Saturday been? I hope everybody had a wonderful day. Have been having a wonderful weekend. I had the opportunity to finally have my sorry about the computer shaking while I'm up here chopping up vegetables. But I had the opportunity today to keep my grandbaby for some time. He hasn't been I've been seeing him, like his father and his mom been bringing him over to visit, for a couple of hours with them. But as far as having him all to myself and spending some quality bonding time, I haven't done that in a minute because, of course, we were moving and a lot of packing, and the house was chaos, both houses. So finally, we're a little bit more settled in. I still got some boxes. One, two, three. I think I got two more boxes to go through in my bedroom. And then there's some boxes in the storage room. And some of the storage room stuff some of the stuff in the basement storage room is for the basement, like for the TV sitting family area. But until I get I don't know, some type of like cabinetry or shelving or something down there, I'm gonna have to go shopping probably next weekend, because a lot of the stuff that's in the basement, a lot of it is like movies and DVDs and things like that. So those are still in boxes right now. And then I think for the most part, I really don't know what's in those boxes. I put on some of the boxes to take to the storage room, but I couldn't tell you how many boxes altogether that I still got to go through downstairs in the basement. But anyway, please like and share the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, please, and thank you very much. I just want to talk to you guys a little bit about, man, y'all know, if y'all in the B sector, I know some of y'all who follow me don't know really about the B sector. You might hear me talk about it every now and then because I am not part of the B sector, but I do support people in the B sector, and I watch a lot of people in the B sector. So I like to do my best to stay neutral when I am watching a lot of people in the B sector. Some people are diehard fans of some of the people in the B sector, and they can't be swayed. It's like, especially if they're new to the B sector, like, oh, I hate the new people who come to the B sector and they really don't have no idea what's really going on, but then they fall in love they fall in love with a certain individual, a certain personality in the B sector, and they take their word for every word, you know, to heart as Bible. So that's one thing I hate about coming into the B sector. Like, for instance, I know we have the black sector, and know a lot of people in the black sector have ventured over here and have made some friends. They made some ways, made some friends, made some enemies too. Shoot, made some coins too in the black sector. But I had tried it. I tried it. I gave it a shot, trying to go over to the black sector, trying to, see what's really going on over there. And I was totally lost. And instead of jumping in people chat or finding somebody that I really like, one person, I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna stay my butt on over there in the B sector because these people in the black sector, I have no idea what's going on. And just like over here in the B sector, like most of them have been following the B sector for like 3, 4, going on like 5 years. So we know how it was when we first come in to the sector. You don't really know what's going on. You start following somebody else, and then you hear other people's names, and you just start subscribing to all these other people. And that's basically what I did when I found my way in the B sector by way of the Kaya Maddie Queens Court Queens Court show, and then the disruption of the show. And speaking of that, I had like almost forgot about the reason why Kaya and Maddie. I knew they had stopped being friends or working together on that platform because something had happened with the equipment. And Kaya never really wanted to make it more than what it was. And Maddie, she always had this big vision. She still has this big vision. She sees herself like, just doing so many greater things than just sitting on YouTube talking shit, right? So Kaya never really her she never really elevated that far up. So, who's calling? Okay, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. My bestie was calling me on Facebook Messenger, and she lives in Florida, and I'm like, oh God, let me take this because But then, kind of find out, she called me talking about, did you just call me bestie? Did you call me a little while ago? Because I saw you were live, and I was like, oh my God, I meant to call somebody else. So I called the wrong person, and that's why she called me back. But yeah, let me stop real quick and just give my condolences. Um, that family, she just brought that back to my memory. My bestie, because she lives in Florida, and as some of y'all have already heard, there was a teenage boy, 14 years old, from St. Louis, Missouri. He died Thursday night, a few days ago, after he fell from this free fall drop tower ride at Icon Park in Orlando. And his name is Tyrese Sampson. He was 14 years old. And when I say my heart truly goes out to that man, when I say my heart truly goes out to that family, I cannot imagine um going through what they're going through. And I actually saw the video. Like, the video is circulating around. Um the ride goes up to like 430 feet, but the boy, when he fell out the ride, it had came down like halfway. You know how on rides they go up, then they come down, stop, go up, come down, stop, come down. You know that ride, that type of ride. The ones I would never. And my bestie was just telling me, she said, "Girl, I've been on that ride, but I've been on the one in a different city down there in Florida, not the one in Orlando where the boy died." But it's so sad, and I'm just, my heart goes out to the family who lost that teenage boy, 14 years old. And I was seeing some really negative, harsh posts, people saying, well, that boy, he should have known he was too big. His family, the people who he was lit with, should have known he was too big to get on that ride. And I'm like, really? That's what y'all gotta say about this 14-year-old? Like, I don't know if y'all saw the video. Some of y'all who probably saw the video like I did, I was just like, the person who recorded the video, he didn't know that was coming. He had friends who was getting on the ride, and he was like, hell no, I ain't getting on that ride, but I'll record y'all asses getting on the ride. So he was recording them from the time they got in, strapped themselves up. When he was recording it, somebody was on the rise. I think it was his friends, and they were saying, is this good enough? Aren't we supposed to have another seat belt? We got a harness, but aren't we supposed to have a seat belt or something to guarantee, that we don't fall out or, get hurt? And the ride person or the employee, he was like, no, that's all it is. It's just a harness or whatever. And so they was like, okay. And so the guy recording, his friends, he saw them go up, all the way up to 430 feet. Then they start to come down. And I'm watching this video and I'm like, can I watch it? Can I watch it? Can I watch it? I'm like, oh my God, I don't know if I'm strong enough to watch this. But I watched it because I wanted to see everything that happened, and to see that boy, as soon as the ride came down and stopped, the boy just fell out the ride from the harness. And I don't know if the harness wasn't all the way put in place. And the boy, he is a nice size, healthy 14-year-old. And I can imagine if the harness didn't fit right around him. But I'm not going to say, oh, well, it's his parents' fault. I mean, some of the comments I saw, they should let him get that big. He's 14 years old. He's way too big for his size. And they was just saying all kind of hurtful things. And I was like, oh, but you know what? There's always going to be trolls on the internet. There's always going to be somebody out there who got something negative to say. Instead of throwing up a prayer, throwing up a few condolences and, supporting them like that, they want to, say something negative. But my heart goes out to that family. And when I saw that, every time I hear about somebody dying on an amusement park ride, it brings me back to when my oldest son, who's now 25, um, well, he'll actually be 25 next month. Uh, but I think when he was probably around 8, maybe 8, 9, 10, somewhere around there. His dad had took him to amusement park without me. And so, he had permission, of course, but you know what I'm saying? I didn't go. But his dad had took him to the amusement park for somebody's birthday party or something, somebody's kid or his friend's kids or something. And when my son came home, he was like, Mom, I was on this ride, and he said my seatbelt wasn't all the way connected. And I'm like, what you mean your seatbelt wasn't all the way connected? He said, Mom, they came around and they put the seatbelt on me and they pulled it down and everything, but I didn't realize it wasn't all the way connected until the ride started moving. And I'm like, what the hell? Now I'm panicking. I'm thinking the worst. Now my child is at home in front of me, but I'm still thinking the worst. And I'm like, well, what happened? And he said, when the ride started moving, the harness just kept on trying to lift up. And he said, Mom, I was holding on for dear life. Mind you, my child was 8 or 9 years old. Okay. He was really small. But I don't know how he managed to hold the harness down. Of course, it wasn't one of those type of rides that go up 430 feet in the air. But you know how them rides go. They fast, And so, I mean, I was just like, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. I mean, and then I called and cussed his dad out. When I say I cussed that nigger out, I cussed him out because I'm like, how the hell you put your kid on a ride and you don't make sure it's secure? I don't leave that up to I don't leave that up to the staff. I never did. I never did. And when I used to take my kids to amusement park, whether it was Worlds of Fun or wherever, no matter Ventureland, Peony Park, when that used to be, what else we got here? I forgot the name of that other one. Play. I can't remember, but I make sure I see. Even when we went to places like Worlds of Fun, the staff, the attendants they did not like me at all. Now me, I don't like rides, but I would allow my kids to ride them. But I would go all the way up there with them in the line. I would make sure their stuff is secured. I'd be shaking on it, pulling on it, all that kind of stuff. And then the staff would be like, "Oh, you're not getting on too? Nope, excuse me. I'm about to go walk right back off of here." And I did that every ride they was on. So the kids was just so annoyed, like, "Oh my God, Mom, do you really have to do this every ride we get on?" And I'm like, well, remember that time when your dad took you to the amusement park and your harness wasn't all the way and you held on for dear life? He said, I was scared, Mom. He said, I was scared I was going to fall and get hurt. But thank God he didn't. So when I see these stories of these kids, like the 14-year-old who died the other day, I mean, he fell really far. And if you see the video, you could just tell that probably every bone in his body was probably broken or fractured. I mean, they said his arms looked like they were broke. His legs looked like they were broke. He was bleeding from his feet. His blood was coming out of his shoes. So he probably had, bones just sticking out his skin. I mean, it's awful. It's awful, y'all. So, yeah, those amusement park rides, they're fun. They're fun, but you have to do your due diligence and you have to make sure you are secure. And if you have children, even if they might get annoyed by you making sure they are secured and going behind the staff just to double check, hey, it's worth it. It's worth it in the end. It's really worth it in the end. So again, my heart goes out to that family. His name was Tyree Sampson. He was from Missouri. And that's just heartbreaking. But I know the title of the show on here, and hey everybody who's coming in, make sure you like and share the video. The title of the show is it worth making friendships on YouTube? And I know a lot of you guys who I think we got somebody in the background. Hello?
Hi guys.
Hey, what's up, Can? How you doing?
All right, just getting back here from
Girl, you know I tried to call you earlier on Messenger and I accidentally called my best friend and didn't even realize it. So my best friend called me a few minutes ago while I was live. She was like, "Is everything okay?" Because I saw you was live and then you called me. She was like, maybe she wants me to go on her show or something. I was like, no, I accidentally called you instead of somebody else. But
how's Keisha doing? I haven't seen her in ever.
girl, I seen when I see her, it's been a minute. It's been a minute since I seen her. It has been a minute. It has been a minute.
But we
But yeah, I'm up
we
here. Did you already go? I know you said you had to do something earlier. Did you already do that, or you got to go in a little bit?
before picking my daughter up from work, I'm about to run and have my son take my laptop in the kitchen. But
Okay,
I'm not gonna disconnect. I'm just gonna mute. Give me a
right.
second. All right,
Okay,
I'll be right back.
okay. All right. So can I be back? But yes, y'all, yes. Okay, back to the title of the show. And for y'all who just came in, I got me some collard greens. I'm basically prepping my dinner for tomorrow. So I'm chopping up some vegetables, some peppers and garlic and onions and stuff like that, and trying to get this stuff prepped for tomorrow. Uh, But yeah, back to the title of the show. We all been paying attention to what's been going on lately. And when I say lately, I do mean for a while now because it just didn't happen. What's been going on in the beef sector. And some of the stuff that's happening right now that's going on in the beef sector is between people who seemed like they were genuinely good friends. And that's why I titled the show, is it worth trying to make friends on YouTube? Do y'all, I mean, what do y'all think? Or have y'all made genuine, and when I mean genuine friendships, I don't mean you meet somebody on YouTube and y'all calling each other every day just gossiping about what's going on YouTube. I mean genuine friendships where you guys are friends, you support each other, you pray for each other, you look out for each other. Your kids might even know who the friend is. You send each other things. Stuff like that. You might visit each other, even if you stay, 1,000 miles apart. Have you made those type of friends on YouTube? Is it worth it? And me personally, I like a lot of people on YouTube, and I like a lot of people in the B sector. But for the most part, I do try to stay neutral. Y'all, for those of y'all who know me, y'all see the hood table everywhere in everybody's chats. Well, not everybody, because there are a few people in the B sector that I will not drop down in the chats at all. Hey, of you, what's up, baby? What's up, baby? Come on to the link, girl. Come on, click on the link, child. Click on the link. Ah, I certainly would love your opinion of you because you actually have traveled out of town to meet up with YouTubers. And I think for the most part, you did have some good experiences. I think. I think. So I've been in the beef sector, well not in the beef sector, but supporting and watching certain people in the beef sector for a while now. So I even remember Vegas Gate. I remember all that. Um and the things that happened afterwards. Um I remember every gate, like what do we call this gate that's going on right now? Like, what do you call this gate? What would be a good name for this gate that's going on right now on YouTube with Brianna and Kimmy? Just Kimmy. Should we call it Bicycle Gate? Should we call it Instacart Gate? Should we call it um Oh, y'all need to give me some options. Give me some options. Like, what could we call it? Instacart Gate, Bicycle Gate. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. I like Bicycle Gate. I like Instacart Gate too. Unless somebody already came up with a name. If somebody already came up with a name, then y'all need to let me know. Because so I can know what kind of gate this is. Because every time something go down, they gotta name it IHOP Gate, Vegas Gate, DC Gate, Orlando Gate, Atlanta. They gotta name it something. They gotta give it a name. But yeah, so I'm asking y'all, do y'all think it's um he said I'm just coloring and running around. I need to be good. Do y'all think it's worth making friends on YouTube? That's my question. And if you have made some friends on YouTube, um, was it hard? Did you guys like, I don't know, like, see, the crazy thing about this is, oh, come on and be messy, View. Get your ass on up here and be messy, child. Don't be trying to tell me I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to be good. We don't want to be good. We don't want to be good. But and I watched Brianna. I really, really wasn't watching Kimmy. I'm gonna just be honest. I really wasn't watching Kimmy until the shit kind of like hit the fan. But a lot of people, like I said, they expected this to hit the fan eventually. And I don't know why. I don't know why, but a lot of people on here say that people look forward to people breaking up their friendships. And we do see it does happen. The same people that people say, oh, their friendship is this, oh, their friendship is that, oh, it's not genuine, it's not real. They gonna break up, they gonna get into it. It's coming, it's coming. And a lot of times they do come. But is that because of people instigating and trying to be all up in their business and trying to get people to beef? Or is it because they really weren't friends? Hmm. I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
You
Um,
just asking.
yeah, can. I'm just
Like,
asking.
yeah.
I'm just up here like, okay, now me and you and I, we have been more than just fellow YouTubers for some time now.
Yeah.
And I just be tripping how friendship after friendship after friendship gets destroyed in the B sector. And I'm like, why is that?
You know why, sis? Because it's the loyalty, the lack of loyalty.
Hmm.
That's the thing. It's like, okay, some things cannot be. First of all, we don't have a friendship; we have a sisterhood, and that's a big difference. Number one, we both rooted in God. We both rooted in Christ, and that's what made the initial um our initial conversations got going because you were YouTubing on your way to church. And I think I was on my way at the same time. And so we were laughing about the fact that we was both on our way to church. We both cooked, we both baked and all that. And I think that's what got everything to going. And we had like a kindred thing. The other thing is that it wasn't built on any gossip kind of stuff. When we talked, you were like helping me build my page, showing me things to do. We were sharing cooking things and stuff like that. We were actually talking as sisters and this and that. And then we became moderators for one another. Which built an different element of trust. But when you have people that's their foundation is gossip and things that you can't trust, and if you can, the Bible says you judge a tree by the fruit it bears. So if a person is gossiping all the time and you don't see them bearing any other fruit or whatever, or and you see that their what you call it, their not reputation, but their history, so to speak, is that of one of always getting into it with somebody, and it's always the other person.
Always the other person's fault.
Always the other person, never them. And then you get another one, their stuff is in there in a bunch of mess all the time. Or every time you get on their channel is never anything positive. It's always something building negativity and foolishness. Just know that you cannot be a good friend with a person like that, because they are, it's not in them to be loyal. I ain't never heard your name in no mess.
I agree. I agree with you. And I had said that when you was going to when you had hit mute to step off for a second. I had said that. I said some of the people on here who call themselves friends, all they really doing is sitting on YouTube and gossiping and talking shit about people. And to me, I don't even do that with my real friends in real life.
No.
Me and my real friends, we do not sit on the phone and gossip about people.
Right. And the thing is, and another thing is, in all the time that we've known each other, there's nothing you ever told me in confidence that you've ever heard back.
Right. Right. Same here. Same here.
Same here. Now, when you if you hear something that you told somebody else, it don't have to even be nothing. Just like you just bought a beautiful house and moved in, and this, that, and the other, and you ain't hear nothing on no other channel about your moving and buying a house or anything until you announced it.
Right. Yeah,
You
a lot of people knew I was trying to buy a house, but yeah.
I don't know why she did that. I don't know why she da 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 da. You ain't heard nothing negative ever come out of my mouth.
Right.
Matter
Hey,
of
the
fact,
Untold
your
Secret
birthday,
Ministry.
on your birthday, I start the party on my channel.
Right. Hey, the
We,
Untold Secret Ministries. Welcome to the chat.
I just don't believe in that. You know what I'm saying? You got, if you can't trust the person to with something small, you know you can't trust them with nothing else.
Yeah.
If they don't ever have something good to say about nobody,
A
so
view said, a view is in the chat. A view is a view. She said hey to you a little earlier. No, no, nothing happened. Nothing happened bad with me. We just talking about the what happened in the B sector over the last few days with people friendships losing their friends or friendships being destroyed, and then it's like the same thing over and over again. People in the on YouTube become friends, and then the next thing you know, they spilling all the tea on their friends. Friends who always said, "Well, if we ever stop being friends, nobody would ever know it." Because and we would never talk negatively excuse me, negatively about each other, and it never fails. People on this YouTube platform who become friends, and then when they fall out for whatever reason, they start spilling all the beans, all the tea. Like when Kimmy said, and I'm not gonna lie, that shit was funny. When Kimmy said that the reason why Brianna couldn't get a police any information on the guy she allegedly just met from the internet, from one of those dating sites, Plenty of Fish, and had him spend the night and stuff. And Brianna allegedly, they said she woke up the next morning, and we heard her say this before, like when it happened, somebody stole her purse, but we didn't know exactly like the details. But Kimmy gave us the details after they fell out and stopped being friends. She was like, the guy who stole her purse, she had met on Plenty of Fish or one of those dating websites, let him come over and spend the night when she really didn't know him. And she said when Brianna woke up the next morning, the dude was gone with her purse. And when she called the cops and looked outside to see, or looked on her cameras, to where the parking spaces is by her apartment. When she looked on the cameras to try to get a description of the car or the plates or something, the boy was on a bike. So the boy had came over on a bike and left on a bike. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Now, if this is all true, a dude you met online doesn't have a car, and he came over on a bike, and he stole your purse in the middle of the night while you were sleeping. Oh, child. Now, that shit was funny. The way Kimmy, because Kimmy has a way with words and her demeanor and her the tone of her voice and everything. So the stuff was funny. It was funny. But I was just like, still, y'all supposed to be the type of friends who would never spill any tea, reveal any personal stuff about one another if y'all fell out. But it always happens in the B sector over and over and over again. And that's why I'm like, is it worth even trying to build friendships on YouTube? Is it worth it? Do you think it's worth it, Sis Slow? Now, me and you are friends, and you probably got some other friends on here too. But do you think it's worth it? Like, what would you recommend to people on here who really might be feeling like they're really feeling somebody's personality, their spirit, or something like that, and they think they want to? I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but what do you recommend as far as like friendships on YouTube? And a view to jump on here too, because she's been on YouTube a long time, and she's seen a lot, and things have went down around her before.
Hold on, I can't hear.
And so that's why I wanted the view to come on here, not to just be messy or nothing like that, but just to get her point of view. Her that's the name of her YouTube channel. A view is a view. So, but yeah, nothing happened to me. Nothing happened personally to me. For the people who was asking, what happened, what went down, but no, I'm good. I'm good in the hood. Okay. But yeah, so hey, Miss D. Hi, Miss D. Miss D said, hello, just stumbled upon your page. Well, thank you for stumbling my way. Thank you for coming on over here. We just having a little chit chat about YouTube friendships. Are they worth it? Are they not worth it? Because according to Jay Wilson, to Pastor JW, we are all, what did he call us? Contractors, co-workers, associates. Like, we're not really friends on here. We're not really.
Okay, Corral started.
Oh, the Untold Secret said, what you cutting up? Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to cut real as quiet as possible. But I got some, I'm prepping my dinner for tomorrow. I got some collard greens. Right now I'm cutting up some peppers. I already cut up 2 onions. And I'm cutting up 2 peppers. And then I got to cut up some garlic and jalapeno. My little jalapeno. My little jalapeno.
And nothing there's a jalapeno, girl.
Ain't no collard greens without no jalapeno. Ain't no collard greens without no jalapeno. And I still add like splashes of hot sauce and some pepper flakes in my greens as well, because I like me some spicy greens, y'all. Spicy greens with sweet cornbread. Now that's business.
But real quick, you said, what do I think about something?
About what do you think about making friends on YouTube, or what would you recommend as far as people who want to try to, who just don't want to be like JW says, a fellow contractor or co-worker, or like for instance, I am really cool with Deanna Irvin. Okay, really cool, and I cannot wait to meet her in person. And some people would say, I would never, I ain't flying nowhere, I ain't visiting nobody on YouTube. So go ahead.
I would just say, use your gut instinct and proceed with caution. But whatever you do, you have to test the waters. You just can't jump in saying, "Oh, this is my friend. This is my friend." You really have to test the waters and see how it goes. But as I said before, when somebody is being real with you or not. You know when somebody is trustworthy or not. But you just never trust anybody with something that you don't care if it's repeated or not. You just can't do it. If it's something that you don't care about being out there and it come back or whatever, and as you said, then okay, but you just know that it's not one of those people that you can trust with anything beyond something small. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hold on, girl. That they go the canine corral singing again. My daughter just came in for work, so whenever she come in, the puppy start getting excited. But yeah, you're muted, by the way. But just it just choose your friends wisely. You know what I'm saying? Just don't trust them with everything. Don't give them your passcodes and that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? You might want to start with giving them your favorite color and see if they lie about something like that. You know what I mean? But when you just have to really be careful, and it's a shame. But on YouTube, you can
Yeah.
be anybody you want to be. On social media, I can be
That's the thing. You can be
anybody.
anybody you want to be on
Yep.
YouTube, on
But when
social media, period.
yeah,
So, how do people really know the real you? I mean, I don't know. I was raised in the hood, and I just think I have a good sense of realness, of genuine realness. And I'm telling you, I have like this sixth sense. When I feel something about somebody, I immediately go the other way. That's regardless if it's a man trying to holler at me, or a female trying to be my friend, or anything like that. I just have like this. I don't know. It's like something like just makes you the hairs on your neck, stand up. Like, oh no, I ain't messing. No, no, I'll pass. I'll pass. And hey Carrie Boo. Oh, Carrie done changed her name. Hold up, Carrie Unimpressed Ray. I like that, Carrie Unimpressed Ray. Okay, I see you, Carrie Ray. But yeah, that's how. That's that. I agree with you. I agree with you. You just can't jump into friendships on YouTube. And I can't tell people. I know people on here don't make friends with people on YouTube. They'll stab you in your back and all
right.
this kind of stuff. And April, I done told April before. April just jumped down in the chat. And if y'all want to click on the link, feel free. Y'all can jump on the link. We just talking about friendships on YouTube after all this mess we done seen with Kimmy and Brianna.
Mute my thing,
Yeah,
babe.
I'm about to mute you. But I done told April before. April is one of those people who I would love to actually meet in person. It's not a lot of people on here that I can say that about. Definitely a view, definitely Deanna. There's a few more that I would definitely like to meet, and some guys too. Some guys too. I'm like, if I could ever meet Rick Reed and kicking with Rick Reed, I know that would be hella fun. Like, that's just one of the guys that I wouldn't mind meeting in person because he just seems so damn dope, like so cool. But and he's funny. I just love his sense of humor, his gags, his read. I think he's very talented at that. And he don't even like try. He don't even have to try to do what he does. He just does it, just does it. But yeah, so Ask April is one of those people too who I would like to meet in person one day. But Yes, like I think there are people on here, and as April, I was watching your show earlier. I had my grandbaby with me, so I was watching your show while I was playing around with him too. But you had a panel over there going on, and y'all was discussing uh the Kimmy and Bree situation and other things. And so I've been seeing a lot of people doing a lot of commentary on it. And hell, hey, if people want to, how they say, if people want to feed the YouTube streets, we gonna eat. You know what I'm saying? And I don't, y'all know I don't do commentary on every single thing that goes on in the B sector because I could never keep up. I'm not trying to keep up. And there's been about 10, 15, 11 videos made since Kimmy and Bree started airing each other out. Um, but I just felt like I wanted to give my little 2 cents. And I'm with Miss, I'm like, I feel the same way Can did, how she just explained it. Like, you have to go with your guts. And if something's not feeling right, then just let it go. If you feel like you done met somebody who's genuine on YouTube who you really think is your friend, but like Miss Cicelo said, like I can't say it enough. If the only time you are communicating with a particular person on YouTube is to talk shit about somebody on YouTube and to gossip and drag, but y'all never basically sync on anything else. Like when Sislo or Can was just saying, when we first met each other on YouTube, we just had so much in common. We both love to cook. We love to bake. She used to cater. I'm a professional custom cake decorator. We both, believe in God, go to church, all that kind of stuff. And we just kind of like connected. And when we did exchange phone numbers, I can't tell you I can't. Okay, we've been friends for a couple of years, and I can't count on one hand the number of times we might have just sat on the phone gossiping about somebody. When we be on the phone, we how the kids, how the grandbaby, what you do today, girl, what you cooking? I can't. What you, girl? Did you see the TV show? Did you see this in the news? Did you see? Oh my God, what you think about Jussie? Oh my God, R. Kelly. Oh my God, we might be talking about like trending news or things like that because we are content creators, and sometimes we do collaborate on different topics on our shows. But just sitting around talking about different people on YouTube, like I ain't gossiped like that since I was a damn teenager. And even then, I wasn't really big in gossiping when I was a teenager. I'm just like, girl, did you hear about such and such? Yeah, they broke up. Such and such was cheating on that girl in gym class, something like that. But I never been like really want to just be like, all gossipy and stuff like that. I've always been more into like what's going on in the news, what's going on TV shows and things like that, which is what kind of led me to get on YouTube in the first place was because I wanted to do commentary on TV shows. Right, like different topics and shows, exactly. And Carrie said she can't keep up other half of it. I'm not. Thank you, half of it. I'm telling you, I'll be watching some of these people and I get to like 5-10 minutes in the video, and I'm like, let me go find somebody else to watch because
it's a turn off, sis.
It's a turn off.
A whole turn off because it's like ain't nobody loyal to nobody. Everybody got something against somebody, and I can't tell nobody how to talk because everybody cuss like a sailor, but it's like some of the stuff is unbelievable. Like, it's hard to believe you're talking about grown people. A lot of these people sound like backyard bullies or schoolyard bullies. It's unbelievable. Like, you are sitting up here listening to people like talk about each other. Your mammy stank. Your mammy granny and your baby is bald head with one eye. It's just unbelievable how they talk about each other. And it's like, who can hurt the next person the most? Like, Can I dig in your feelings and your emotions and break you down and make you feel the worst? And then you gotta have a comeback. And then it's like, the more drama, the more subscribers. I look, bro, I've been stuck. I was like, maybe I gotta start talking about folks that want to get my subscribers. Don't nobody want to hear about the grace of God.
Don't
Nobody.
do it. Don't do it.
Hey, Ask
Don't do it.
April. Hey, what's up, Ask
Hey,
April?
Tanya. Hey.
April. I
You
want to
know,
ask
Hey.
you a question, Ask
April,
April.
you are a pretty somebody. How you
She
doing,
is.
sweetheart?
You was looking beautiful with that red lip on. I told you I was
Thank
watching you.
you.
Shoot, I was
Oh,
up
thank
watching
you.
from the clouds because I couldn't
You
really
look
like.
somebody.
I couldn't really be
Thank
in the
you so
comments
much.
while I had my grandbaby.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you. Don't do it
Yeah.
though. Don't beef. Don't do none of that. Let me tell you, I learned early. Well, I didn't learn till after, but I started to grow really fast within my first couple of months. Really fast. My subscribers that I have right now, I got in my first 6 months of being on YouTube. Probably less than 6 months, but I'm just giving myself that. So don't do it because you'll end up stagnant. Once the beef is gone, they go too. So slow and steady wins the race. So
I
don't
do
do it. Just
believe
stay
that.
true to what you like. Yeah, what you
Yeah.
like to do and what you came to YouTube for. Just stay with that because when you start to veer off into what the people are coming to watch, they're gonna always expect that out of you. So when you're no longer given that, they go wherever they can find it at.
You show right about that because I be telling people like when people uh say like if people tell me they think about getting on YouTube and stuff like that, I always say whatever you come on here doing, that's what people gonna always expect you to do. And when you do come
Mm-hmm.
on here, like a lot of people, we know it at April, we see it all the time. They don't have no intentions of being in the B sector forever. They come on here and they pick fights and they beef and they instigate so they can get their numbers up. And then they turn around and say, okay, now we're going to talk about finances.
Yep. Yeah.
We're gonna start doing beauty. Like all out
Right.
the blue when people's like, huh?
Right. And, and they be gone too fast. They like, oh well, we out there.
Right.
So
But
yeah, I think like,
soon as they say, as soon as they start doing the beef again, then everybody
mm,
starts coming back.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I wish I would have my if I could change one thing, like, and I'm not unhappy with where my channel is at because when I do come on now, it's just a good time. So it feels
Yeah.
good, it's comfortable, and it's just like when I very, very first came on. So, but if I could change something, I would be a subscriber before I was a content creator.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just yeah, just so I would have seen how things were going and stuff like that before I started to engage with multiple people.
And that's how I was. I was a subscriber, and like
Hmm.
a lot of people over here, they came into the B sector by way of like Maddie and Kaya,
Yeah.
and that was the same thing for me. I would love watching the Queen's Court every Sunday or Monday or whatever day it was, and I was watching them for a
Hmm.
long time and gagging every week, and then they fell out, and it's like a whole bunch of people started doing commentary. So if you looked up Kaya or Maddie, you just came across all these people who are mostly now in the B sector doing commentary
Hmm.
on it. And somehow it just rolled over into the incident with Pastor Jay and
Hmm.
Larry Nelson and all these different
Yep.
BS and just different things. But you like following it because it was like entertaining. When it
Right.
first started, it was entertaining, and it's all about or should be all about the entertainment when it comes to YouTube. But then it gets dark, and I hate when people say, "Oh my God, YouTube is getting so dark." It's been dark. Like
It's
it's been
been
dark.
dark. Yeah. And you know what? And that's kind of what we was talking about earlier. Like, it's really this stuff has been going on. It's just like how, like, I think I've been talking about staying away from behind the scenes forever. Like, as long as I've been talking about the beef sector, because anytime something happens, the people come out and talk about what happened behind the scenes and this, that, and the third. And it's like, you what happens is people will fall out, things don't go their way, they'll bring it out here, they'll start making videos, and then people don't have all the information because we don't know what happened to start it, or we don't know what y'all was doing when y'all was cool behind the scenes. But now that you're upset with each other, now you want to come out and share and tell everything. but you're not telling everything for real, you know? And so it's like, how do you really get, have a clear and honest opinion of what exactly is going on if you really don't have all the details? You're only, they're only giving you parts and pieces, and it's just a mess. Like you said, it's like too much to keep up with. I mean, I've been
It's
so
too much, too
not,
much.
yeah, I just, ugh, I've
And
been so like,
it's still entertaining. You know, I'm not gonna lie and say it's not still entertaining. Like I said, when
mhm,
and I love watching Brie. I do. You know, I be over there.
mhm,
I be everywhere. I watch everybody.
mhm,
But when she started talking about that damn bike in the purse, I mean, I was cracking the hell up. But I was gonna ask you because I was watching you earlier, and
mhm.
I don't remember if it was somebody in your chat or somebody else I was watching who said, "How could Kimmy really try to judge her on dating different guys because Brianna is so much younger than her, and
Mm,
a lot of people in their younger years they do be out there like I'm single.
right.
If I want to holler at 2, 3 niggas, I'm single.
Yeah. I
So I
mean,
mean,
and
is
that's the
that
thing
really
about
like a
being
judge?
young.
You know?
Well, like when you're young, like, I mean, honestly, I wish I would have like dated, like I did it backwards. Like I had met my kid's dad way too early, started having kids way too early, and I was just in this long-term relationship, just way too early in my life. So it's like it's kind of like went backwards. And then, then I'm single after, 12 years of being with somebody, when really I should have been dating and stuff like that. So you're supposed to be dating and figuring out what you want, what you don't want, because you're still figuring out yourself at that point in your life. A lot of people are. And so I don't understand what the issue with that is. And then two, my issue with the comment was because at first the joke was she can't get anybody. Nobody wants her. Like, don't nobody want her. She can't get
Right. So I
nobody.
was like, is this a drag to show like,
Yeah.
okay, she can't really get a man. This is all she can get is somebody who rides a bike
Mhm.
or somebody off
Right.
plenty of fish. What is it called? Plenty of fish.
Yeah, so they were saying that she's on these dating apps and she just messing with anybody off the dating app. But then it's like, but you said she can't get nobody. But I mean, that's how a lot of people meet. Like, even if it's not a dating app, a lot of people are meeting through Instagram, Facebook, even they even
That
hooking
even
up
picked
off of
up over
YouTube.
and
So
after CBD start 19 started, that's how a lot of people were meeting.
yeah, yeah, they even hooking up off of YouTube. We done heard some stories. So it's like people. That's
Girl,
really a lot of the way.
YouTube
Which,
news.
oh my god, oh my god, all these. But so I mean, I don't really know what that was. I mean, she's young, she's single, no kids, like live your life. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's women in their 50s who still out here trying to figure it out and don't got nobody and ain't married and
Well, I'm gonna tell
that
you, when
is
I
still
was
trying to date and stuff.
in my
So it's like,
20s and 30s, you know what? I tell my sons, my oldest son is 25. Of course, he's with his son's mother, but when they
yeah.
are single or were single, I used to tell them, I used to try to steer them away from a serious relationship in their early
Mhm.
20s. Like, you young, travel,
Mhm.
date, meet different girls, just have
Yep.
fun because you only young once.
Yep.
And I do not believe in people who are really young just settling on this first person. Oh, I'm in love. Like you ain't
Listen.
even really been out there in the pond. You know what I mean?
Mm-mm.
So it's
Right.
okay to date and to if you're single, even if you're 40 or 50 or 60, if you're
Mhm.
single, why can't you just have several friends and several men, several, I don't know, gentlemen. What do they call them? Gentlemen callers. That's how they
Listen,
said it in the old days, right?
listen.
Gentlemen callers down south.
I'm telling you, you better go date. You better go eat good, get dressed up, have a good time, have some good conversation. Eventually, you'll bump into somebody that works for you and
Hmm.
do that. Live your life. You're not supposed to be all cooped up and what? And then the people making the comments about the dating multiple people, you so called have multiple ex-husbands and
Right, and not only
other
that,
situations and ex-fiancés and other men. So
but
it's
let me
like,
ask you this: What's worse?
mm-hmm,
What's worse? having
What's worse?
meeting guys off of Plenty of Fish, or
Listen,
having 1511 mug shots for fraud and all kind.
mm,
Come on now.
listen. That with all the supposedly ex-husbands and fiancés and long distance and listen, I
And
can't.
abused, being beaten by one of them.
And being 15 to 20 years older than the person that you talking about still ain't figured it out. Still ain't got it right. So
Hmm.
let people live their life. You know what I'm saying? Like either you're gonna be friends or you're not. I do believe that you can build some friendships off of YouTube or any social media. I do believe that because I feel like it's the people involved and it's the intent of the people involved. So I just feel like the intentions weren't genuine on both sides. One maybe had good intentions, the other one didn't. And that's the reason why a lot of these friendships we see falling out on social media don't work out because the
I
people
agree.
just ain't right from the beginning.
I agree. And have you ever had a friend in real life? I mean, somebody you grew up with, threw up with,
Mm-hmm.
banged with in the streets, y'all fought together, all that kind of stuff. And when y'all friendship ended, did you go around spilling all their tea? Like,
No,
I've never done
no,
that to a friend in real life.
no,
Can't nobody
no,
ever say Tanya in this whole entire city was dragging them through the mud about their personal business when our
no,
friendship ended.
no, no,
So
because again, that gives you the intentions behind. Like, if your feedback of a person or if your story of your first meeting with the person, so by the time that y'all finally met in person, you've already built a rapport, so-called have the friendship established. You established this friendship with this person, and built this bond, and now you're finally meeting in person to, have an afternoon together, whatever. And you, your first thought is their feet, how they look. What? Oh my God, I was gagged. Oh my God, I couldn't believe it. I was very shocked. And it's like this is your first thought of this person. Like that wouldn't be my first thought of a person that I'm friends with
exactly.
because I've built that
Exactly.
friendship
Like when she
with
said,
you.
okay, when she said, now I'm a big girl. I'm a big girl. I
Me
always have
too.
been. Always have
Yep.
been. And not
Yep. Me
ashamed of
too.
it. But when she
Mm-mm.
said, when I saw her get out that car, like you didn't
Mm.
realize how big she was on the internet. Like if I
Thank
was
you.
to see Bree in person, if I was to see
Hmm.
Bree in person, I'm a big girl, so you know what I'm saying. Hey, big
Right.
girl. If I was to see her
Yeah.
in person, the last thing I'd be focused on is her weight. Like, hey,
Thank
Bree,
you.
what's up? We about to get a ride. We about to what's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, you already know she's a heavy woman. So why would
Thank you.
that strike you? And she's not that small. Kimmy ain't
I
that
was
small.
about to say,
You can see
listen,
all up here. Like, you see all this down
I
here.
can't. I
I ain't
can't.
gotta
Like,
stand up and spin around for y'all to tell I'm fat.
no,
Like,
listen. I said, when you look at her head, you know what the rest of the body. I'm like, you stand up because you sitting up there talking about you got on some skims and what size?
girl,
The skims ain't working. But I'm
girl.
not. I don't want to drag nobody, but I'm just, it's
And I'm
just
not
like
trying to
hot on
brag
the
on
kettle
here.
black.
I'm just stating the obvious. Like,
Yeah, no, and I'm just saying, you like you said, like number one, she already have seen Brie. She just didn't see her in person. So that's number one. But number two, like I already built a friendship with you. Like that means I care about you as a person. I care about who you are. I care about like you, like not just anybody or as a human. Like I care about you. I like you. I'm so excited to be meeting you and us be able to spend time together as friends and we shopping and we gonna go eat and we about
exactly.
to have a good time. And so it's like, and then the first thing you say is, "Oh, I was gagged, but I didn't judge." Which
No,
one? You just
no,
said gagged.
no. What I caught was, now, mind you, I'm a big girl. So when I fly, like I know people be Bree can't sit in this, Bree can't sit in that. When I fly, because I'm a big girl, I can say in all
Mhm.
honesty that I have to use the extender. In all
Mhm.
honesty, I know people
Mhm.
who's bigger than me, people who's smaller than me, who still likes to use the extenders because it's more comfortable. Now,
Mhm.
if I had a friend who can't fit in a seatbelt, on Amazon, girl, they got seatbelt extenders, girl, for a
Mhm.
car, for a truck. They only like
Yes.
15, $20. They
Yes.
do have that instead of, oh my God, and she couldn't fit in her seatbelt. And oh my God, like a true friend would say that to somebody, like, girl,
Yes.
I ordered this from you because I know I'm thinking it's all about your safety, girl. Here, put this little extender in your car seat. I mean, in your
Yes.
car. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you
That
can tell that it wasn't a genuine friendship by what's coming out and how, not what's coming out, but how it's being said.
how it's being said.
Mhm,
How it's being explained that you perceived it at that time. Because
mhm.
you're not you're not telling it in a way that this is how you're thinking now. This is what you were thinking then. Like at that moment, this is what you were thinking. So isn't it so, because there would be a
That
difference,
that's
you know,
that's what I'm trying to say.
than from now. And so yeah, so I mean it just wasn't genuine from the beginning, ever. It just wasn't. And it probably was more so, I don't Brianna hasn't met up with a lot of people from her YouTube channel. So I feel like, like in person. So I just feel like she felt like this was, her moment to do that, to gain that information. That's why those mental notes from the time she did get out the car till when the day ended, she had a note for like anything they did, anywhere they would be from the start to the finish. She had something wrong that she
Mhm.
thought.
It was everything. It was a lot. It was a lot. And I don't know.
And
I
to
have
say like
friends.
she
I have
plugged
friends
in
who are
the,
bigger than me. I have friends who are smaller than me. I have
yeah,
friends who barely weigh 100 pounds. I have
yeah.
friends who are 100 pounds bigger than me. It's just not as real friends. I I don't see that. I mean, of course you see it, but it's like it don't matter. I love you no matter how big or small you are. All of
That's
you.
it.
That's a
Right,
real
that's
friend right
it.
there. But now it
Because you
seems
love
more about
them.
the
Here's
convenience.
something. Here's something that some food for thought. If a person is a pessimistic type of a person, or a person that doesn't have anything good to say about anybody, then 9 times out of 10 they don't have anything good to say about you either.
Mm,
And that's what
mm,
I was saying about always being on the
Keep
phone
that
and
in
gossiping and
mind.
talking about people.
If you can barely see, or if you see a person who is triggered by very small things,
mm,
just know that you can trigger them as well by something
mm,
very small and very minute. People that are easily triggered, that's
mm,
they don't you can't befriend people like that.
mm,
People have that are bipolar, they don't have best friends. They don't
mm,
have good friends. And if they do, it's a person that takes everything they dish out because
mhm,
they don't like to be told anything,
Right.
whether they're right or whether they're wrong. They don't like to be told anything. You
hmm
people that are narcissistic and you have to continue to feed their ego, you can't be a friend to a person like that.
hmm
mm.
That's not a person because at some point you're gonna get tired of brown nosing.
Yeah.
You're gonna get tired of butt kissing. And they gonna do something to really piss you off, and you gonna have to tell them. Because if you never tell them, they'll never know.
hmm
Mhm.
Yep.
It has a, anytime they always have a joke, and the joke is always on you. Come here, you little fat bitch. You a little. Come here, hoe. Come here, bitch. Come here, this. Come here, that. I don't play bitch or games.
hmm hmm
Never played it.
Yeah.
If they call me by my name,
hmm
we can't
But see, you
communicate.
also got to know who you're dealing with too, because I have friends who don't like to be called bitch, but then I have friends we throw bitch at each other all day long. But then as soon as
Okay.
that one person step around, I know not to call them a bitch.
Yeah.
You know what I
Exactly.
Yeah.
mean? So if you really know your friends like that, you like me and my cousin, we used to do that to each other all the time. Then when she got to a certain level in age, she was like, please don't refer to me as that anymore. No disrespect. So I know when that particular cousin comes around, I'm not gonna say, what up, bitch? Hey bitch, how you been doing? And yeah,
But
it might be like a term of endearment for other people, and some
no,
people
I'm
is
talking about
disrespectful. So it's just, who you
I'm
hanging
talking
with.
about the ones that have fat bitch, ugly bitch,
Oh
crazy
yeah. Okay.
like
Okay.
that. If they
Mhm.
got these names, it's a slight. You feel a little
Like
shame.
they slighting you. I
Or
get what
every
you
time somebody else come around and then you are the joke. Like, girl, that little bitch eat, that fat bitch eat like that all the time, girl. She don't know whether this, that. And you always the butt of the joke.
right. And
Mhm.
let me
And
respond to Carrie in the chat real quick because Carrie Boo, that's what I was saying earlier about the seatbelt. When I was saying that Kimmy was on here, she can't even put the seatbelt on herself and woo woo woo. I was telling them earlier as a friend because I need an extender when I get on the plane. As a friend, if I have a friend who's overweight and can't fit in a seatbelt and it's like a safety issue or something, hey
Mhm.
homegirl, do you know you can get an extender on Amazon? Or
or
Mhm.
like the people
just
who don't know, people who are heavy set and they all uncomfortable in their seatbelt because it's so tight, you can buy an extender on Amazon for like $12, $15 for your car.
how about just buy it for them? Or
Or
if
that's
Yep.
what I
Yep.
said.
You
That's
said
what I
that
said
too.
earlier.
You
That's
said
what I
that too.
said.
you
Yeah.
feel shaded and
Mhm.
you feel like they still might be about to.
And that's what I said. I said
Girl,
that
I
earlier.
got
I
both
said
of us one
I would
just
just buy it. That's what I said
Yeah.
earlier. I said I would just buy it and be like, "Hey, homegirl, I thought of you when I saw this on the internet. No shade, but I really want you to be safe when you drive it. Here you go." You know?
Well, even like she had made a comment that Bree told her, um, I know how, basically she said that she had buckled the seatbelt in first and like sat on the seatbelt
It's
like that
that
was the
way,
most
yeah.
horrible thing ever. And I'm like, girl, like you must not now, girl, you act like you so bougie, but I know you done been in the hood. Like I done been in plenty people cars, they just sit on the seatbelt and they ain't got no weight on them. Okay. It ain't got nothing to do with weight. Some people do that just because they don't want to wear a seatbelt and the thing is dinging. And I
I
mean, I
know a
just
lot
know
of
people
people
do
who
that.
do that. A lot of people don't like the
Yeah,
ding and they don't like the seat. I know people who is dead on not wearing seat belts. They
yes,
think that that's the reason why most people die because they can't get
yes,
out their
because they're a
seatbelt.
lot because you can't get
Right.
out.
So they
Mm-hmm.
refuse, but they click it up anyway and sit
Yep,
on it because they don't want to hear the ding, 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 ding. Hmm.
exactly. So I was like, girl, that is not a weight thing. That is like, I don't want to hear that dinging thing, and I mean whichever case it was for her, it could have been like that she couldn't get it around. But either way, like I'm just like, girl, that is not unheard of. That's just never been done. Oh my God.
Right.
Like, oh my God.
Right.
It
And
was
like
just
I
so
said, a
many little
genuine
things.
friend would have told her that already. I mean,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
when people
Yeah.
get in my car, I don't even pull off until they got their seatbelt on.
Do
Because
really? Oh,
if you
shoot.
get in a wreck and you fly out through the window, what am I gonna
That's
explain to your
me.
family
Like,
why
because
you look
I'm
through the
just
window
saying,
and
because I do not like to wear a seatbelt. I'm
I
so fucked
know,
up.
and I know people
Y'all
don't
know,
like
like when I would be on live driving, like everywhere's your seatbelt. I'm like, oh my
oh,
God.
and I said that to you in the comments
I
one time,
know.
but I
I
feel
know.
like you're on responsibility in my ride. And
Yeah, yep.
although
No,
I'm a
I
safe
got it.
driver, you know,
Yep. Yep. I get it. I get it. And I respect it. And, like I'm not saying anything against them, but, some people do have their preference. But when she just said that, I was like, what the hell? Like, I know people who ain't got no type of weight issue, might be underweight, and then did that. So it's like, I don't know. It was just like a detail for every step of the day, and
it's all
it
about
was
the
just a
weight.
detail for her.
It's all about
And
the
and,
weight.
it, and that's all it was about. And it's just like,
Everybody drags Bree about the weight, and then you, as a supposed to be good friend, that's the only
mhm,
thing she's dragging her for is her weight.
that's the only
Like they
thing.
say you was evicted. They found out on the internet that you owed your landlord. You got mugshots all over the internet, but the only thing when it comes down to it is they can talk about is her weight.
Which can change at any moment.
But you can't take back all them arrests.
No, you can you can take back all them arrests, all that. You obviously got you like to spend things, and you a name whore, so you got to have a name on everything. So that's obviously why you got your finances priorities messed up.
But I really wish she would go into detail about all those arrests because if you didn't know about all those arrests and you just listen to her talk, the
Yes.
way she talks, how sometimes she's condescending and and
Mm-hmm.
things like that. And I'm not hating on her because I watch everybody, and I
Yes.
like different things about a lot of different people, and I watch
Yes.
her from time to time, when she be doing the
Mm-hmm.
interviews, stuff like that. But
Mm-hmm.
if you didn't know about those arrests, you would never think that she does anything bad, or
Right.
with
Right.
breaking laws and things like that. That's how
Let
she
me,
comes across.
let me give y'all a old adage.
Uh-oh.
The, the empty wagons always make the most noise.
Mm. Ooh.
Mm. I ain't never heard of that, but it makes sense.
You know what that means. The
No, I'll
empty,
say what that means.
the ones that with the least uh, uh um now I don't want to say content, but the least the person with the least to brag about, or the least to hang on to, the least content, consistency, or anything like that, they always the ones talking the most.
Mm.
The emptiest wagons always make the most noise.
Mm-hmm.
The
Hey,
person that
Hmm.
I'm
ain't
sorry.
got nothing to lose, nothing to gain, and nothing to talk about is the ones that's always the loudest. All the time.
What hey Copper 4638 April, maybe you can answer that question for them. They said, but
Hmm.
didn't she say she had a car before? I don't know if they talking about Bree or talking about Kimmy. Oh, they
That
said
she
before the Benz.
Oh, that who had a
Bree?
car? That Bree had a car. So yeah, so she did have a vehicle before. I want to say it was a Ford Explorer. Um,
Also, it was
and
a truck, it was an SUV too.
yeah, it was a SUV.
Okay.
And so yeah, so I think it was like in an accident before or something or whatever.
Yeah,
But
that's what
she had
they
had
said.
it for a while, and
Yeah.
she just wanted to upgrade on the vehicle. Now there was some other things said about that vehicle, and how it was damaged and stuff like that, but I don't know like the facts of that.
Yeah, that's
So
what Copper just said. I thought she said it got. I kind of remember that now. I kind of
yeah,
remember
like
her
it was in an
getting
accident
in
or
a wreck,
something.
and then
Yeah,
5 Days got in a wreck, right? He got.
right, right. Yep, yep. So yeah,
Oh,
so that's yeah. So
okay,
she had to
okay.
go shop for another vehicle, and that's what she went to go get. And I
Well,
mean, you know what? It's so crazy too because you would think I mean, for Brianna to even invite her to that moment, I mean, shopping for a car, whatever, but just to even invite her for something like that, that's kind of personal. That meant that I feel like that meant that she did think she was truly her friend because why would you invite somebody that you really don't you're just an associate with to like do something like that with
well,
like that's a good time you shop, you just have an afternoon, lunch and meet up
Jay
and that's it.
Wilson said. Jay Wilson was like, I don't need nobody to go with me to get a car, and that is true. I've never. I honestly have to say, I've never
Hmm.
had a friend go with me to get a car. I always
Yeah, I
might.
haven't either.
I don't know. I always
Hmm.
like drive my old car over, find the
Yep.
car, and then I have
Yep.
somebody drive my vehicle back, or unless I'm trading it in. But
Hmm.
I've never had, even when I've been house hunting, like it took me a year before I finally bought my house. Congratulations,
Hmm.
pat on my back for my new beautiful house. But
Yes, congratulations, you didn't
thank
move and
you. Yes,
everything.
girl, I'm in the new
Hey,
house now. But
yes.
I didn't take no friends with me. I went to every single house. It was either me
Yeah.
by myself or me with my son. But
Hmm.
that don't mean nothing right there. I could have, if a friend would have said, "Can I go with you?" I would have said, "Yeah, let's go." But
Hmm.
you don't take
Hmm.
anybody who you think is against you or a hater
Mm-mm.
to situations like that, because you
No.
want somebody to be there who is positive, who got your
Hmm.
back. Girl, no, 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 they trying to hustle you, they trying to
Yeah.
no, or somebody to say, no, I think this car might be a better option, or stuff like that. So you definitely don't
Right.
take somebody with you who you think has some, or don't have your true values or interests at heart. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or
Right.
but
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Thank you,
I mean.
thank you, Copper 4628. It's not all the way together yet. I just closed
Mhm.
on my house a week ago. We just moved in a week ago, so It's gonna take some time. It's gonna take some time.
Yeah, yeah, for you to get it like you like it.
Yes, I
But
have.
you got
I
it
already got
though.
my mind on
Don't
certain decorations and
her
things.
backdrop. Her backdrop look like one of those pictures that you download. The backdrop
Yes, ain't that what it looked like?
so beautiful.
What? You want to see
That I
those?
mean, that's what it looked like. It looked like one of them green screen photos in the back. It'd be like the staircase and the
It's a
piano.
wraparound. It's a wraparound kitchen. It's a
Yeah,
wraparound kitchen. It goes
that's
Girl,
down
nice.
that way, and then
I
it
can't
goes
with
over
it.
there where there's
Yeah,
oven and fridge and all. Yeah, it's a wraparound kitchen.
I can't.
that's nice.
But
Yeah, that's
thank you.
exactly what it looked like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you so much. I appreciate it.
yeah,
And speaking of
yeah.
that, I am having my unboxing on the 8th. So if y'all
Mhm.
check out the pinned comment at the top is my Amazon housewarming wish list. So you have until the 8th to purchase something and have it appear in the unboxing party on the 8th. And
Yay.
then on the 9th, which is Saturday, I'm having a live actual in person housewarming party for all my friends and family who live here and stuff. So, and I'm gonna have the cameras on, so I'm gonna be live during that one too. But the 8th, which is Friday, is the unboxing party, and I got like boxes in my office from people who already purchased things off my Amazon wish list. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Aw, yay. Okay, I'm gonna have to go look at it.
Yes, it's
I'll just
pinned to it's on my community wall, and it's pinned
okay.
to the top of the pinned to the top of the chat as well. So yeah.
Sweet. Okay. Yay. All right, I'll make sure I
Yes.
do that when I'm off of here. But
Yep.
yeah, I mean, there's don't let it discourage you. Like I let a lot of things discourage me from building relationships off of here. Um, early because like I don't know, like I said, like my stuff was like happening really fast, so I had a lot of people coming at me like emails and people, and I started giving out my number and I was
Mhm.
answering back emails and all of that kind of stuff, and it was a good thing. Like I mean, a lot of it was, I mean, people really looked to me for like advice, and there was even some
That's now
like,
now the question, the times that we have each other number. Have I ever
yes,
called you to gossip?
matter of fact, I
I
need
ain't
to give you
never called you to
my
gossip.
new
I ain't never
number.
called you on no bullshit. I ain't
No.
never. I mean, I
Mm-mm.
have several people in the B sector's phone numbers, and
Yeah.
I just don't do that. If I call you, it's a
No.
question about YouTube or it's
Yep.
a question about just something.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yep. You never have. And I got to give you my new number too. So I'm going to send that to
okay,
you. I just
okay.
told
Well, I'll
everybody
text
today.
you.
I
I'll
just got it
text you, and
today.
then just text me back, or if
Okay.
you already got my number still. I don't know if you got
Yep.
to
I
say
got
it.
it.
You got to
So
say okay,
yeah, I'll
okay.
text you because that number's gone. So yeah, I
Mhm,
got it today. So I got to text everybody the number. But yeah, so I was communicating with people and stuff. It wasn't nothing like crazy or nothing because I mean, I think what happens is people want to get you off of the platform and have conversations to try to get like information that's not already out there. And for me, like if we are talking about YouTube, it's not going to be anything different from what I've said on live. So it's like I'm boring
mhm.
off of here. So it's like I think that's so for me. A lot of people didn't. Once they did talk to me, it wasn't anything that continued because I'm the same like on or off, and I would tell them that like it ain't nothing different. Like I don't come on here and say one thing and then get off and it be a whole different thing. So that was one thing, and then another one was like, a lot of people that in conversation they would name names of people who talk or just random conversations or whatever, and it's just like, but just naming all the names that are connected, and it's just like, oh hell no, like it'd be too much going on, like you like on YouTube, like you wouldn't even think some people would be communicating and off of here. And it's not to say I'm against them talking, but it's just the fact that the fakeness is just like, oh wow, like you would never have thought that or that well they said this here. So I just really like fell back from any conversations from and
And I
I probably
understand.
blocked out some good people too, and but
Mhm.
it's just because you get to a place where you don't trust anybody, you don't know who to talk to or who to trust.
Right. Well, I know
Mm,
what I like what Can said about um the certain people on here who are always very, very negative. They
yeah,
doxing, they doing just different things.
yeah,
It's like, okay, like you see people doing very, very bad behavior, and you see them doing it online in front of thousands of people, like how can you really trust or befriend somebody who, or trust them with your information, or you know what I mean? I can honestly say I don't think I could be a friend with somebody that I see doxing people all the time, calling people
Mm-mm.
jobs and calling people schools, and showing up in
Right.
people's churches, and all the different things that's going on here. I can't be
Mm-mm.
friends with nobody like that.
No, no. And you
And
know
hey
what?
G,
That's
hey G, I'm sorry I didn't see you in the chat. Hey G, and thank you, I appreciate it, G.
yeah, and that, well, and see, because like the handful of people that I did communicate with off of here, they weren't engaged in that stuff. But then when they talk to you off of here and you hear all the names that they are connected, or that they do talk, or maybe other people are connected that you wouldn't have thought, that are dealing with those people, and they act like they're against certain things, and it's just like, oh no, like let me just not even be involved in any conversation. That way you can't even put me in nothing, or say that you talk to me about anything. And so
Right.
that's
Or people they be recording, like the first person I
yeah.
knew to
Oh
record
my
was
goodness.
Mona. Mona was the
Listen.
first person who I knew of in the B sector, and she wasn't even really part of the B sector, but she was
No.
the first person I know who was like, I record. And then I think Beth
Yes.
Hutchison was the next one, and a
Yes.
few others who record, and they tell you I'm recording this
Yeah. They
conversation.
say, which
But
that's why to this day I'm like, how the hell are y'all still getting caught up in these recordings and text messages and all this stuff? Like, what is going on? Like, y'all, I don't
exactly.
know.
I don't
It's
know
like they
why.
got all the detective skills when they trying to figure out somebody mess on here, but they don't use them to their advantage when it involves themselves.
Yep, they can find out where anybody lives, their phone number, or what school their kids go to, but they
Listen.
still get caught up on the phones, on the recording, and that's why people always say, "Stay off the phone, stay off the phone," and that's why some people, I know people, say from time to time, them people, you got their phone number. Well, if y'all got an issue, why don't you say it on the phone or behind the scenes? And some people like, no, because I like it. If shit happen on here on YouTube, I like to discuss it on here on YouTube, because
Yep.
sometimes things happen behind the scenes, and the
Yep.
other person could say this, that, or that.
Hmm.
So I can understand
Yep.
that
Yeah.
part. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
But
Have some
yeah.
witnesses.
Mhm. Child, child.
Listen.
That's why I can't. I don't think I could ever. Not that I don't have the skin, the tough skin for the
Mhm.
beef sector. I
Yeah.
don't have my mind isn't set up to argue, fight, and cuss all the time. Like if
Mm-mm.
I'm cussing because uh, listen, something about to happen if you don't get out of my
Hmm.
face.
Right.
Like I don't just be cussing and dragging and all that all day in and day out. It's some of it is
No.
really negative, and
Yeah.
I always value my peace and
Hmm.
serenity with
Yeah.
my family, my home. Even when my kids was little, like how kids be fighting sometimes. Mm-mm.
Hmm.
How some people be like, "Oh, let them fight. Put them in the yard. Let them fight." Mm-mm. Not even play
Hmm.
fight. I didn't have none of that shit in my house when my kids were growing up,
Hmm.
because I like peace and
Yeah.
solitude. If y'all ain't getting
Yes.
along, go to your rooms. Y'all
Yeah.
ain't gotta see each other,
Separate.
okay?
Yeah.
But I like my
Yeah.
peace. I do. Mm-mm.
I do too, and then too when you I don't know, like I've been involved in whatever, but it's just like, number one, the repetition. Like you can only say so much about the same people, and then it's just like, I don't know, like the falling out, getting back together, all of that kind of stuff. I'm really not with that. Like, I mean, I know it's entertainment, social media, whatever, but like if I engage with you, it's because I genuinely have an interest, and so once once I don't have that anymore, or once you've said something that you can't come back from, I can't, it's not going to be genuine that I'm interacting with you and stuff like that. So so that's why, like, my list, or people who I've interacted with on here, has just gotten smaller, smaller, smaller. I said, it'll be a to a point where I won't have a rapport with anybody in the beef sector because there is no going back. There's
Right.
just not, because people will say the most ugliest things when you're into it or when they mad, and then now I'm supposed to just be okay because it's all entertainment and social media. Oh, it's the beef sector. So, and it's like,
Mhm.
no, I can't, because that's gonna be fake as hell, and I just
Right.
really can't.
And I
I
like that
think I've
comment.
pretty much ran out of
Mhm.
people to
To trust.
it's
I
just,
feel you.
yeah.
I feel you. And I like that comment G just said. I think people can't tell the difference between business and friendships, and it's sad. And
Mm,
I know I think that kind of, that's kind of like what Jay Wilson be trying to say a lot of times.
yeah.
He always say this is business. This is business.
Uh-huh.
I'm here to make my money. I'm here to get my
Yeah.
coins. But somebody
Yeah.
said something about people being rude in the chat, but I'm trying to keep up, but I didn't see. Is somebody being rude in the chat? I didn't see.
Oh, and I can't see the chat.
Yeah, and then somebody said, "Well, the channel holder doesn't think the comments are rude," and I'm like, "What? Which comments?" I'm like, "Which comments?" Because I didn't see anything really rude and disrespectful. But if it's in here, y'all let me know, because I don't think I got
Mhm,
any moderators in the chat right now.
mhm.
But yeah, I don't like
But
for
yeah,
people to be
separating like the business
disrespectful.
from the friendships, I think that there should be something established. But I really think a lot of people, what they do, they start to talk offline. They
Uh
come
huh.
together. The reason why, a lot of times, the reason why people in the beef sector even start to communicate is based on a common interest, and usually it's an enemy. So if you're coming together just because you have a common enemy, not because you have a genuine interest in the person, it's not going to end well anyway. Um, because you didn't come together for the right reasons. When I come to your channel, it's because I have an interest in you. Like, I like what you're on here doing. It's
Mhm.
not because me and you dislike the same person,
Mhm.
and I'm coming to, see what you got to, a lot of times that's what the beef sector is. They're only coming to see what it is you got to say about this person that y'all
But
both don't like now.
that's why I I like that, but I don't, because let me
Hmm.
explain. I like
Hmm.
that because even you and me and a lot of other people, even some people in the chat, we just go
Hmm.
wherever we want. And it's not,
Right.
I'm not going over to your channel because you beefing with that person, because you going to court with that person. I'm just going to different people's channels. But what I don't like is like the people who are beefing with people, they don't like their followers to or their subscribers, like they only support. Okay, let me make sure I'm saying this right. A lot of people who
Hmm.
beefing all the time, they
Hmm.
they only promote other channels who do the same thing usually. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. Hmm.
Like, and I'm not trying to pick on no names. You can do what you want to do with your channel, but when you beefing, or you be like, okay, go over to this person's channel, go over to this person's channel. It's always usually the people who are doing the most on here, like the most shit, and some of it is really mostly negative. And but those are the people that they always promote,
Right.
and just us regular people. That's why I like to shout out different content creators in my chat all the time. Hey, make sure y'all subscribe to them, subscribe to them, subscribe to them, subscribe to them. But that's one thing I
Right.
noticed about a lot of people, a lot of these bigger people in the beef sectors, they
Hmm.
that's all they do is promote. And I'm like, you got thousands of people in your chat, and you only promote like 4, 5 people. And
Right.
usually
And that's
people who are
because,
beefing with you or beefing, you know what I'm trying to get at.
right. No, right. They got a common enemy. And so they're on the same page at that time. That channel will probably be on the same page as them at that time. So that's who they're going to promote. And then it changes, as the enemy changes, or, so, it's kind of like monopolizing, just monopolizing that space as much as you can.
Exactly. And that's why I didn't understand why so many people had so much negative things to say about the green sector, which is a sector that Shell
Hmm.
started to get more people to start promoting more people instead of just, because okay, even though we might not be beefing, we do
Mm-hmm.
support a lot of people in the beef sector. We
Right.
do. But as much as we support a
Wait,
lot
I
of
don't even know
people
what
in the
you're
beef
talking about.
sector,
I don't know what you're talking about.
who, me?
Yeah, what green sector?
Oh, you never heard about the green sector that Shelly started?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, well, basically, it's basically for women, positive women, just doing content. Like you're supporting each other. Like if you go
Mm-hmm.
live, people,
Mm-hmm.
share your lives. Like, okay, like a lot of people in the B sector, they only share certain people's lives. They only send
Right.
people over to certain people's platforms.
Right.
But you have thousands and thousands and thousands of supporters. But
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you only showing the support back to just a handful.
You
So
know what's
what
so funny about
you know
that
what I mean? And I'm not trying to be
is
shady because people can do what they
no.
want, you know.
Well, look, and I'm sorry to keep jumping in, but so the thing with that is the main problem with that is fine. Like, okay, so promote who is in the same beef with you right now. If that's what you want to do, cool. But like you said, they will have thousands and thousands of people supporting them, maybe even in that chat at the time, or that at least watch that video that you're promoting these other people in, that will have channels themselves. So a lot of your supporters have channels, but they're not in beefs with you. They're not, have a common enemy as you. So you'll act like, oh, I didn't even know you had a channel. Oh my goodness. Why didn't you tell me that? Well, I don't want you to think I was over here just for that, or, no, I'm just here to support you. But yeah, I have a channel, but it's just, that's the thing. So do you even but that's like the one-sided interest too, or the one-sided relationships. Like, these are your subscribers, your supporters, they're there to support you. You're not going to give that in return because it's not benefiting you at that time. When it benefits you, then that's when you'll go ahead and share them out. But yeah,
Exactly. Exactly.
but I'm
Yeah,
glad you told me
so you
about that. I don't
understand
like
where I'm
that.
saying,
Hmm.
but keep this in mind.
Hmm.
I just because I'm not the kind of person who be like, well, I'm not going to watch you anymore because you never
Right.
promote my channel. I'm not that kind of person. I watch
Right.
people because I like them. It has
Yes.
nothing to do with if they share me out or not, but it
Right.
is kind of nice to
Hmm.
recognize a lot of the people in your chat in
Hmm.
your who supports you who got channels instead of always sending people to the drama channels. You know what I mean?
I mean, why not support the people that should support you?
There you go. That's all I'm
Like,
saying.
just like it don't cost them nothing to subscribe to you, it don't cost you nothing to subscribe or share them.
Exactly. Exactly.
You can give that support back, but it just doesn't happen that way most of the time.
Mhm. Mhm.
But
Yep.
yeah, I didn't know
Yep.
about that. I'm glad you said something.
Yep. And I like some of these comments in the chat. Hey, Catherine, how you doing, love? Oh, G said I got into the YouTube drama after seeing your Laverne video. Man, that Laverne boy, she's something else, huh? But I love her. Um, one of the comments I want to read is hold up, here's it. Okay. Copper said, I will not lie, I like
Everybody.
a little mess, but messing with someone's real life is not cool. I agree, but I also am not telling anyone what to do. Right, right. Yeah, we're not trying to tell people what to do, but
Right.
I don't like when it goes into the real life. I really don't. I really
No,
don't.
mm,
I
that's
really don't like that. I don't.
mm-mm, mm-mm.
I don't
I
like it.
mean,
I know you
yeah,
can have certain things done to you. As bro, a lot of people over here have a lot of certain things done to them where people try to get at them in their real life, and I don't
yeah,
like it. I don't.
yeah. You know what? I don't either. I mean, what I found is, I mean, it really didn't affect me. Like what they did, it may have affected me on YouTube, which maybe, but it didn't
Yeah.
affect me in my real life. So I guess it didn't go that far with me. But whatever they were trying to do, but I don't like it. I feel like it's more of an intimidation tactic than anything.
Hmm.
Like nothing, not too much really happens to the people other than, just YouTube finding out whatever information. is put out, but I just feel like it just crosses the line on so many levels.
Right.
Um,
Like how they said now, people saying Brianna might be lying, people saying Kimmy might be lying, but when it comes down to like Brianna talking about some flowers got delivered to her house. Now, Kimmy
yeah,
and certain people like, oh, Brianna lying. She sent flowers to herself. I don't really
yeah,
know, but when people
yeah.
do come to your house like that, all I gotta say is, Bree, I hope you got something, girl. I hope you got
She
something,
need to get
girl.
some. Well, you know what's so crazy is
Dude,
when Kimmy
have you a
showed
weapon,
the
girl,
receipt.
behind that door?
I'm telling you, she better have something because Kim, she is doxxed now for real. Like Kimmy showed the
I
order.
saw that, and then she went back
Yeah.
and edited the video, but you already showed it.
And she knew exactly. And that's why I say, like, some people are just so smart they dumb. Like, you just supposed to be the smartest one, but just not smart at all, really, for real. And but she makes multiple mistakes like that, and that's how she gets caught up, you know.
Mhm.
And I just feel like she's dangerous because she plays a lot behind the scenes as far as setting a lot of things up, but then
Mhm.
wants other people to carry it out, you know. And
I always say if somebody come to my house, I mean, they, I'm
I'm
passionate.
listen.
I have a concealed to carry license and a 9mm Glock 17. So a lot of people don't play now. You go up to somebody's house and you get your cap blown back. I'm just saying,
Mhm,
like, you can't
mhm.
be doing that to every single person. Somebody gonna let you slide, but everybody ain't. Everybody ain't
Everybody
gonna let you
in.
slide.
No, they're not.
Mm-mm.
Well, I'm not supposed to have nothing because I'm a felon. But
There's a
yeah,
lot of
they
other things that you can have, honey.
listen.
So I got
It
a skull crusher. I got mace. I have a taser. I have a pistol.
mhm,
I have
mhm,
all kind of stuff. I have a key on
mhm.
my key ring that looks like a key, but you flip that back, it's a switchblade. I have
Yeah.
I keep weapons
Oh,
on
I
me.
need that.
Girl, I even interviewed the lady who sells all those things. She sells purses. She sells purses
Hmm.
with secret compartments for your pistols for the females. She sell all kind of stuff, and I interviewed her about 6 months ago. But I will send you her information. I'll send you her
Yeah.
information.
Heck
It's called.
yeah.
It's called. It's called. It's like Defense is a Must LLC. It's something like that. But
Defense is
thank you, Carrie Ray. She said, the kitchen was the center feature of the house, so beautiful. That is why I got the house. That's one of the main reasons because of the
I'm
big
telling
old
you.
kitchen and the upstairs main floor laundry room. That was a good feature too to make me want to get this house. But yeah, but I'm telling you, she and every time we have like different events around town, she get her booth
Hmm.
and she be out there selling all her stuff at all the booths and stuff.
Yes.
But
Wait, you
yeah, it's
said
called
defense what?
Defense is a Must LLC.
Defense is a must LLC.
Hold up,
Okay.
matter of fact, let me see if I can find her on Facebook.
Oh,
Defense.
she on Facebook. I can search her out.
Yeah, she's
But
on. She's
yeah,
on
but
Facebook.
I ain't gonna name nothing what I got, but you know, all I'm gonna say, the address is out there. So if anybody ever do decide to be crazy enough, it is what it is. And the thing is, it's not the content creators that be on here talking all the stuff or that even like put the information out. It's the ones in the bushes that you don't know that's watching, that's
Mm-hmm.
quiet and never drop down, that's nuts and just love that person to death and got some crazy obsession with the person that they think you messing with
Mm-hmm.
and will use that information, and that's what I would hate for to happen, but that's how stuff happens,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And
you
matter of fact,
know.
my bad. I read. Hold up. I read
Mhm.
the. I gave the wrong information. It's called
Okay.
definitely a must.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
And yep, definitely a must. LLC. Hold on, I'm trying to get the link just in case anybody else wants it. Here it is. I found it. Okay. Yep, it's called Definitely a Must LLC. It's on Facebook. And the name of the lady, her name is Carrie. I mean, her name is Nancy. Her name is
Hmm.
Nancy, but I'm putting the link in here. So women, females, males, if you need some weapons, um, go to her
Shoot, the name
Facebook
that you
page.
said first have probably been a good one for her. Defense.
I'm
That
I'm gonna
first,
tell
that
you.
defense is the most that probably should have been it.
Right, right, right. But yeah, it's called Definitely a Must LLC. She has a
Hmm.
website. She has a Facebook page.
Hmm.
She's really, really sweet, really sweet.
Yeah.
And she
Okay.
got all kind. I'm telling them, skull crushers. People don't even know what those are.
Yeah,
But and you might
I'm gonna
not. You know
check
what they
her out.
are? The skull crushers. They like
No.
metal. They metal and they long and they have a
Hmm.
point on the end. And basically, if you hit
Ooh.
somebody over the head with it, you
What's
can
that
hit them
like
in the
a
middle in the
gladiator?
skull. You can hit them in the skull.
Gladiator. That's
I'm
like in the what was that? What's that? Greece over in
They
Greece when they
call
had it.
they call it a skull crusher. And let me tell you, one day I went to the courthouse, right? I remember to take my gun and put it in my gun case and lock it up in the car, but I forgot I had the skull crusher on my keychain. So when I put it through
Mm,
the thing, they said, "Ma'am, now you know you can't come in here with this." And I'm like,
man,
"Oh no!" I said, "I'm parked 4 blocks away. Can't you just hold it for me till I come back?" They said, "We cannot have that in here. You have to take that back to
wow,
the car." So the police know what it is when they see it. Like
right,
that thing
right,
can do some damage. You can stab somebody and kill them with
man,
it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
man. Yeah, I'm gonna check her out. But yeah, I mean that crossing over into your personal life, that's next level. That's
Yeah.
just been the one major turn off for me because it's like I mean, Beef Sucker is entertaining and fun when it was just, you come on here, release some steam, cuss the bitch out, whatever, excuse my language, and going
Mm-hmm.
on about your business. You laughing, whatever. But yeah, all of that extra stuff is just like
Yeah.
if you get to a point where you just feel like you have to go that route, you might need to get off. Now they say opposite. They say if you can't stand being doxxed or this the beef sector and you know what's coming, then you should get off. No, it's the person that does the doxing that should get
Right.
off.
Right. And the thing
But
about it is people don't necessarily come in the beef sector to beef. Like some people
no,
honestly just be trying to do commentary on
right.
somebody else. But if you do commentary and it's not always in their favor, then they start a beef with you. And that's how
Yeah.
people that's why I'm like, I don't I'll talk
Yeah.
about stuff going on in the beef sector every now and again. But I ain't
Yeah.
got it to do like day to day watching 20, 30 videos. And then you have somebody saying, well, if you watch my
Right.
video, like you
Right.
putting out 4, 5 videos a day. And most of them
Right.
is repetitiveness. You saying the same shit over and over
Listen,
again. Like that's why it gets
that's
boring.
why I got in all my beefs was just talking about their stuff and they be mad as hell. Be mad as hell. Like they don't like what I got to say at all. Anytime I say something, it's an issue. Like what the fuck? I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, so I'm just over it. I got my computers.
That's what's
Um
up. Hey, so you about to do more of your beauty and all
yes,
that kind of stuff?
yes,
Hey.
I cannot wait. I set them up last night, so like by tomorrow my room will be cleared out and just set up enough for me to just do that. So yeah, so I'm make sure I do like a beauty video at least once a week, and I'm gonna do a true crime video once a week.
Okay.
And that's what I'm gonna be doing, and and then that's just what I'm gonna put on myself for right now that I'll commit to. But yeah, I'm gonna come back and just do what I like and just
Well, you
start
know
over.
what? I tried to commit, Miss Girl. Now you know when I came over from my other channel, Tanya's
Yeah.
Primetime TV, and I used to do
Hmm.
like 8, 10 different TV shows a week,
Yes.
like TV reviews.
Woo.
How I don't even commit myself anymore. If I watch
Yeah.
something, I'll come on here and do a review.
Yeah.
Next
That's
week it
it.
might be a totally different show next week, but I might
Yeah.
not watch every show. I might not review every show. I
That's
can't.
it.
I got too much
Yeah.
going on to commit myself to. I just can't.
No. Because it stops being fun when it seems like it's just you putting too much on you, or
Yep.
or if you don't show up, then you're not feeling good about that because now you didn't follow through. So
Yep.
I'm just
Yep.
done with all of that. I don't want to, I just want to do what I like to do and come on when I can come on
Mhm.
and just do it like that.
Yep.
And
Yep. I
well, I
agree.
just feel, like just like the beef sector, I feel like I've always said, like, no matter what you want to do on YouTube, I don't care what it is. It could be the weirdest thing. There's going to be somebody else out there that has the same interest as you. So, just like beef sector drew people, my true crime and whatever else will draw people. It'll just be whoever has that interest. So,
Mm-hmm.
but it can't be. I just don't want that feeling like I'm burnt out or that feeling like it's not fun no more.
Right.
So
What did you say it was called? Your what now?
Uh
I'm doing.
sorry.
No, go ahead, babe.
No,
You
no, no.
go
I didn't
first.
know if she was talking to me about that website or talking to you, but go ahead. Go ahead.
I was
You
talking to
talking
S.
about?
I was talking to
Oh,
April.
so on Tuesday I'm gonna do true crime. So it's gonna
That's what I
be,
thought you said. Okay.
yep, true crime. It'll be like at nighttime. I'm gonna do like wine and talk about a true crime case, and I'll just do like my nighttime skincare, and I'll just like explain the case or whatever, like whatever the details are, and then we'll just have a conversation about it, and then it'll be like an hour show, and then yep, and then I'll do a makeup live once a week.
Yes, that's what I need.
Yeah, makeup, yes.
That'd be
I
good.
love.
I know she be doing that makeup. And I'm gonna
Mhm.
try
Yes,
me some eyelashes this summer. I'm gonna be brave because I be watching you do your little eyelashes and everything. I just
Yeah.
every time I used to do them back in the day, I always
Mhm.
messed up. I got these big old. You see these big old collard greens?
Ooh, them
But
some
but
nice
hold
ones.
up. I heard somebody say today that they know a person who hate big collard greens. So I'm like, what do you mean?
What the hell?
I
that was
like
my
having big
that
bunches.
was that was my auntie that passed away.
Oh, I knew it was somebody who said
Yeah,
something.
you
I was
remember
like,
I
what do
told
you
her
mean?
we'll be in there in the grocery store arguing for
That
hours.
was her. That was me. We was just talking about that because I was telling her how I got these big old collard greens at the store. She was like, I know
Mhm.
somebody who don't like big collard
That was
greens.
my
I'm like, but
auntie.
why?
She just passed away. Girl, she would be driving me crazy in the store picking. I don't want those big old collard greens.
Is it
They got
because she
to
didn't
be
like to pick them
young
because it takes
and
longer to
tender.
pick? Was that it?
She said they got to be young and tender.
Oh,
Ah,
like a man. She had her mind on other things.
I know that's right.
Oh, she just picky about everything.
Aw.
Everything. But I
No, I
miss
am
her.
not going no garden. Who was that? Copper 46. Say, are you
I
doing a garden?
asked
No,
you
I
about
am
that
not.
too.
I
Remember?
do
I
not
asked
have a
you.
green thumb. No, I do not. I don't do the dirt, the bugs, the spiders. I don't.
Girl.
Oh.
And you would think I do because my mother, ever since I can remember, before she passed away,
Mm,
every summer, her and my stepdad had like a humongous garden. I mean, they always moved it. We always lived in these houses that had big yards, in the hood.
mm,
And they every
mhm.
year they would plant everything under the sun. And I would go over there, get me like tomatoes and all that kind of stuff. She would save me stuff every week. But no, I don't get out there and nope, can't do it.
Girl, just give me a little piece of your
That's
yard.
I had to. If it came down to those times when we have to grow our own food, I'm sure I'll
It
be.
is those times. What you
I
mean?
no,
Seriously, I'm
it ain't
telling
that
you.
bad yet. It ain't that bad
Ah,
yet.
Yes, it is.
almost.
Not
I'm
for me
telling
now. Not for me. It ain't that bad yet. Mm-mm.
When you paying
we've been talking about
18,
that over there.
a pack of wings, it's bad.
Oh, I saw the big pack of wings. The party wings. They was like
Mm,
$16, and I walked right past
listen.
them jokers. I
Oh,
walked right
oh,
past.
Girl, I went to Kroger and it was $34 for a bag
oh,
of wings, party wings.
Ooh,
that's
$34.
ridiculous.
And you know I
Wow.
cook mine.
mm-mm. Now, Catherine says she don't eat collard greens. She like kale. I like kale. Hey, have y'all ever tried putting the kale, the collards, and the turnips all together?
Yep.
That's a
Yes,
Or
that's
really
what I
good
do.
combination. Oh no, hold
That's
yeah,
up.
what I do. Mm.
Collards, kale, and spinach. That's
Oh
a
no,
good
I didn't do that.
combination. Yes.
Is
I
it?
do
Yes.
collards,
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Collards,
kale.
kale, and spinach
I mix
is
collards,
a great
kale,
combination. Yes.
cabbage, and the broccoli, the leaves for the broccoli.
Yeah, or
Mix.
cabbage and your
Oh,
greens. I like
huh.
cabbage and greens mixed together too. Yep.
Yeah, I
The
do
bro-
two ways. You said collards, cabbage. Wait a minute, you said collards, kale, cabbage, and
Who, mine?
broccoli?
Oh,
The
her.
broccoli, the broccoli
Mm-hmm.
leaves. You know,
Oh.
these they taste just like cabbage.
Mm.
Cabbage. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know you could even do that until I grew some.
Wow.
And this guy told me, this guy that I was getting advice about the garden and stuff from, he told me you can mix them all. He said they're all
Mm.
great.
Yeah, that's
And I
true.
tried it. It was so good. It was so
Hmm.
good. Hmm.
Yeah, I'm trying to get into growing my own stuff. I'm gonna start small, but like I got my dog, so I can't plant nothing out in my yard because
They might,
people
he might
say
try
like,
to eat it up.
yeah, I
Girl,
ain't playing
let me tell you
around.
what happened one year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't. Well, I don't smoke, but I got a story. But anyway, I don't smoke,
Mm-hmm.
but my daughter and some of her friends and my nephew,
Mm-hmm.
they smoke, and so you know how when they rolling up their little stuff, whatever, they throw the seeds down.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, so I got some little volunteers
Hmm.
that came from those seeds, right?
Yeah.
When I tell you,
Oh
how
my
about
god.
the jokers was growing in the crack of my driveway?
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh my god.
But listen, that bastard had the nerve to grow tall and start
Wow.
stinking.
Oh
It grew
no.
tall and it started smelling. This little boy that lived across the street didn't know what the heck he was doing, but he saw it and he figured, oh, he could do something with this.
Mm-hmm.
So this boy went and came, and not only my little volunteer plant, because my volunteer plant, it got started getting really, really tall. Like, it got to be about, I say about 3, 4 feet tall.
Dang.
So he figured he could borrow it without my permission. Just come in my yard, cause what I did, it was so tall that I put one of the porch chairs, the lawn chair, the what you call it, you know what I'm talking about, the lawn chairs or what you call it, patio chairs in
Mm-hmm.
front of it to kind of hide it because it was
Mm-hmm.
just that tall, right? So he seen it and he found out, he trying to hide from me. So this little joker comes in my yard and decides to steal it. Well, not only did he steal from me, but he stole from some of the neighbors down the street. But see, the neighbors
Oh.
really had it going on. Well, what I had was a joke. What he had was the real Nilly Majilli or whatever they call it. This little joker steals the plant, y'all, pours it up, but he didn't know what the hell y'all he was doing. He went and called himself gonna sell all of the bushes and stuff that he chopped down. He gonna sell it and make him some money. Well,
Mm.
he didn't know that it wasn't the leaves he was looking for. It was the buds.
That's
Mm-mm.
too funny. Mm-mm. He was gonna make
Mm-mm.
him some change,
He
boy.
gonna make him some change. So
Mm-mm.
this little jackass took all them leaves, all of he just took the whole thing and bundled it up and sold it to some undercover cops.
Oh.
You know what they did? They took their belt off and beat his.
Oh. Stop.
They took their belts off and beat his tail.
Oh my god.
I was like, no, better for your little dumb button. They told him, don't try this no more. You don't know what the hell you doing. You out there risking your life trying to sell some leaves.
Wow. That's crazy.
They
That's
beat
what he
his. I
did.
mean, they literally took their belts off and whooped his tail.
That's what he did.
That's exactly what he did. But I'm like, you know what? But that was
That's
a
exactly.
volunteer, and it was cush because it stunk. It stunk.
Wow.
Hold
I
up,
need
who
to
said
check
in the
that out.
chat? I ain't never seen them before. Willie3 said, ladies, you're invited to party on Behind the Bar 2.0 when you get done. Come promote your channel.
Oh, behind the bar, yeah.
I ain't never heard of them.
Behind,
Have
no,
y'all heard of
behind the
that
bar he
channel?
do. Yeah, I know. Behind the bar he do. He's more like in the music sector, like hip hop sector,
Oh, because
kind
I'm
of
looking
like
them up right now.
Hassan Campbell and
Mhm.
Sonetta and all of them over
Oh,
there. He
oh,
do
son,
commentary about all of them.
I can't get with
Okay, because I ain't
like
never
that.
heard of Behind the
Sonetta
Bar.
bothers. Get on my
He
nerves.
like he actually got a bar down in the basement of his basement
Oh,
in
really?
his
Let me
house
go
is
to his
like set up
video.
like bar and little yeah.
He's
You
live
can
right
you can
now.
tolerate Sonetta.
Me no, heck no, 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 no. The only reason why I know about him is like behind the bar. Behind the bar, he um he was supporting my channel like very early on. He came in my chat like when I was first starting. So that's so I go to his channel and support him too and stuff, whatever. So that's the only reason why I even know who that is.
Well, I didn't
And
know him. I just subscribed to your channel Behind the Bar. So y'all go ahead and check him out.
Yeah, I'll check him out, but I can't deal with Sonetta.
no, and he don't either. Like he do like
He
he
got a
catch him up and stuff
bad
and talk about it.
attitude, and he got
Yeah.
he got bad this position when it comes to women.
Peace Behind the
Oh,
Bar. I mean, peace. Well, I guess his name is Willie, but
oh
his
Willie.
channel is called Behind the Bar. Yeah,
I
I just
think Willie
subscribed
is
to
his
the channel.
moderator.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just subscribe to the channel.
Behind the bar he moderate for Lady Snoop.
Oh yeah, I just went over there and he's live, and I saw Lady Snoop in the chat. So I'm like,
Oh
okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I know, ladies, the Snoopers, the Snoopers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Was there anything else you ladies got? I'm gonna go ahead and finish picking these collard greens. Only bought 4 bunches
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
'cause-
because
ooh.
I swear to God, if I buy
You
like
got a
five,
little sprinkle or
five or
something,
more,
girl.
I'll sometimes I go overboard and I'll just make so many greens and then I gotta freeze them all, and so I be trying to tone it down. Now that it's just one little kid, well, one big little kid still left in the house.
Right.
But he be like,
Right.
"Mom, why you be cooking all this food?"
Man, that's how like man, I just get in the modes where like I have like toned it down now, like I finally did, but I still got them days where I just be just cooking. But yeah, picking greens, man, my back be hurting the next day and everything, picking all them damn greens. So a little bit at a time because I
That's
just
why I
get
only
too
got
done.
4 bunches. I only got four
Yeah.
bunches.
hmm
So,
Well, no, but thank you for letting me up. I like talking to you ladies, and I enjoyed the conversation.
yes,
I'm glad I caught you
yes.
live.
And what, April? You know what? For a minute, you had stopped going live like you used to.
Yeah, I haven't really been on too much lately, but we was talking about that earlier. But yeah, because like I started working, so I got a regular 9 to 5 now. So I've been doing that since November, and it's just
Yeah, I remember
I,
when you first got your 9 to 5. So how's that going?
I mean it's okay, but I don't know how it's gonna go, but it's all right for right now. I'm just trying to figure it out, and then um, so I'm also like starting my own business. So I've been doing that, like, my off hours. I'm just really been like, there's a class for the brokering and stuff like that. So I'm trying to get that going and, just research, educate, and all that kind of stuff. And then I have been trying to like learn how to edit and stuff too. Um, so that I can, do what I want to do as far as my content goes. So I don't know. And then the beef sector thing, I just really ain't been, too much entertained by or wanting to talk about. So I just was like, well, I'll just come back when I'm when I'm ready to do my
I
other
get it.
content and stuff. So, just take a little break, get my stuff together.
I get it. Hey, Miss Hall, how you doing, love?
Hi,
Willie
Miss
said, Willie said,
Rosa.
ask April, you're beautiful.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you, hon. Thank you.
Yes, Miss Hall, I ain't seen you in a minute, Miss Hall. Carrie said, are you playing music and typing? I'm not playing no music, Carrie.
Oh, you know what? I just hit a button, so maybe that's what she.
Oh, oh.
I know my
Hey,
thing.
I'm
Like I
just
just
up
looked
here
at my
picking
screen.
collard greens, child. I'm
Oh,
on here picking some collard
what's that
greens,
damn
child.
noise? I didn't know if it made a noise or not, but I know the button just hit. So, well, I'm gonna go ahead and hop down. I appreciate you, ladies, and I'll see y'all next time.
I
All
love
right, I
you on
appreciate you
purpose, and
too.
there's
Love you,
nothing you can
boo.
do about it, sugar.
Thank you, babes.
Yes.
Thank you. See you later.
All right, have a good night.
Later for
All
now.
right. Later for now.
Okay, well, child, just gonna sit up here. I got 3 bunches left of these greens, and then I'm gonna wash them real good, clean them off real good, and then put them in the fridge till I get up in the morning and put them in the pot. So,
Yeah, I think
any last things you want to say?
no, good. You know I love you a long way.
Yes, I do too. And Miss Hall said, "Look at you cooking in the new kitchen. This will be my first home cooked meal since I bought the house. Now I did cook Tuesday, but that was just Taco Tuesday, so that ain't nothing. That was just some
On
ground
Tuesday.
beef, and some tacos, and we had nachos too. So I don't consider that no home cooked meal. So yeah, tomorrow will officially be home cooked meal. I'm doing greens. I'm doing mac and cheese. We're doing corn on the cob. We're doing fried chicken, cornbread. You know what it gives. You know what it gives. But yeah,
Girl,
so this will be my first Sunday dinner in the new house. So yes, yes.
I'm so happy for you. I don't know how that happened.
Oh, oh, Carrie said she was talking about behind the bar. Oh, okay, Carrie. Thank you, Can. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
sugar fruit, you get on down with your dinner
Okay.
thing. Save me a plate.
I will. I'm gonna save you a plate, and I'm gonna have my son deliver it to you tomorrow afternoon, all the way in Detroit, child. We got you. We got you.
No, that's right, girl.
Yep. Yeah. It does sound delicious, Miss Hall. I'm telling you, I ain't really cooked a home cooked meal in a while because we was packing for a few weeks, then we was moving, and then unpacking. So now I'm just anxious to get in here and start cooking tomorrow, child. Take out my big old tall pot from my greens. But yes, but everybody, make sure you guys like and share the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Check out some of the content creators. Can has a channel. She has 2 channels. Miss Sislo, newsworthy updates. She also has Trash Talk Alley 22. Um, Willie 3 had told us about their channel over there. As April has a channel. Viewers of View has a channel. Carrie Unimpressed Ray has a channel. Who else up in here got a channel? I don't like missing people. I don't like missing people. So if I
That's
skip you, make sure
April.
you comment in the chat if I
That's
skipped you.
April who was on here earlier.
Yep. I said ask April. Yep, she got one too.
View is
Yep.
a view.
And Carrie Ray.
Jerry
And
Ray.
I think that's it. I'm going all the way back up. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. But yeah, y'all check out those content creators. Give them your support, child, because y'all know how it is on YouTube. You have to give support to get support. Okay.
I
That's
did.
how we do over here at the hood table. That's how we do over here.
Sure
So
did.
yeah. But Willie 3 said, Carrie, no, I'm just a man, I'm just a mod. The host name is hold up. Where it go? The host name is Maine. Okay, Maine. What up, Maine?
I did, man.
What up, Maine? What's going
I
on?
did, man.
Yeah,
what it
support
is, man.
everyone. Support everyone. That's what the Hood Table is all about. We support everybody. Check them out. Check out these
I
other
keep
content
hearing beats
creators.
in my head, man.
Yes, yes, yes.
That's what
Hmm.
Terrence Howard said in that movie.
You say what?
That's what Terrence Howard said.
Oh, man, I love me some Terrence Howard.
Hustle. Well,
Ooh.
I keep hearing
Yes.
beats in my head, man.
Yes, Behind the Bar 2.0. Yes, that's the channel Behind the Bar 2.0. They over there live right now, matter of fact. So I'm gonna check them out while I'm picking the rest of these greens. I'm gonna
Okay.
check them out and
All right,
tune in today live. But yes, love, I love you. I love you like a fat kid loves cake.
all right,
And
baby.
thank you for joining me on the panel. Now I know you probably won't go live tonight, but tomorrow if you go live on one of your channels, let me know so I can come over.
Okay, dog. Okay.
All right.
I'm about
Okay,
to
love.
watch Power
Yes, yes. I'm so behind on
till I
power.
fall
Ugh,
asleep.
I'm so behind on power. But yes, so okay, y'all. I'm about to get off of here. Like, share, and subscribe. Stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and always remember to keep
Keep
it hood.
good.
Keep it hood. Deuces. All right, love
Later.
you guys.